out there than a bunch of Rotarians, right? So, ever since I first started working on Nupedia, which was the predecessor of Wikipedia, a thought has always inspired me. It's the thought that, well, just imagine all the stunning possibilities that are afforded when people come together as individuals to share their knowledge to create something much greater than what they could contribute individually on their own. So there is a general phrase describing this activity, this laudable activity. It's called the sharing economy. How many people have heard of that before, the sharing economy? Excellent. Something that you all should know about if you have a prize about knowledge sharing, I think. The motivations and rewards in the sharing economy are different when we work to benefit everyone indiscriminately. It worked well with Linux and open source software when they were first developed, and then it worked just as well with Wikipedia. So the internet actually really needs to receive the credit. The ease of communication and publishing, together with its decentralized nature, that's important, is precisely what has made the sharing economy worldwide possible. The internet is a decentralized network, right, of people working together freely for mutual benefit. Very much in line with the Rotary Club's mission, right? About 10 years ago, all this started to change, at least from my point of view. More and more our sharing behavior has been diverted into massive private networks like Facebook and Twitter and YouTube that have exerted control and treated contributors as the product. That's not how the sharing economy is supposed to work. All you want to do, for example, is to, share a picture with your family and friends. At first we thought Facebook's handling of our private data would be just maybe a small, hopefully small price to pay for a really powerful and useful service. But Facebook has, as a matter of fact, recently started showing increasing contempt for our privacy, right? Started censoring more and more individuals and groups based on their viewpoints. Now, we don't know how this is going to end. So I think we need to learn from the success of decentralized projects like Linux, open source software, Wikipedia, and the neutral technical protocols that define the internet itself. We need to learn that we don't have to subject ourselves to the tender mercies of the internet giants. We don't have to. So how, you ask, right? Aren't they like completely dominant? Well, MySpace was completely dominant 13 years ago. The internet is made up of a network of computers, right, that work according to communication rules that they've all agreed upon, right? So these communication rules are called protocols and standards, right? So there are protocols and standards, for example, for displaying web pages, for email, for transferring files, and for the many different technologies that undergird all of this. So these different standards, technology standards, are neutral, which means they explicitly don't care about the content that they carry, right? They don't benefit any person or any group over another. They are the result of the widest sort of agreement possible. So they have to be neutral. So here's the thought that I want to leave you with. You evidently support knowledge sharing because you have a category about that here, right? And knowledge sharing is so easy online precisely because of those neutral technical protocols. So why don't we invent many more? neutral technical protocols for the sharing of knowledge. We haven't invented that many. We should invent more. Probably the biggest reason that people are excited about blockchain, you might have heard about that recently, right? The biggest reason that people are excited about blockchain is that it is a technology and a movement that gets rid of the need of the internet giants, right? Blockchain is basically a technology that enables us to invent lots and lots of different internet protocols for pretty much everything. If you didn't know that, that's why people are so excited. So there can and there should be a protocol for tweeting without Twitter. Why should we have to rely on a company or one website when all we want to do is broadcast short messages to the world, right? That should be possible without Twitter. Similarly, if we want to just share tidbits of information, personal information, we should be able to agree to a protocol to share that ourselves without Facebook under our own terms. So, and although Wikipedia is, yes, an example of decentralized editing, it's still centralized. It's even become more centralized in an important way. And that is, if you want to contribute to the world's biggest collection of encyclopedia articles, you have no choice but to collaborate with and negotiate with Wikipedians, the people who write Wikipedia, right? But what if you can co-author or author single-handedly a better article than Wikipedia's? It doesn't matter. Wikipedia offers you no way to get your work in front of its readers. You have to negotiate with them. So, again, there should be a neutral encyclopedia protocol. An internet for encyclopedias, basically. One that enables us to add encyclopedia articles to a shared database that its creators own and develop, just like the internet itself. Right? That's why I'm working on Everipedia, which is building a blockchain encyclopedia. That's why I'm supporting all kinds of other blockchain projects that are creating lots of different new neutral protocols that will basically disintermediate all kinds of relationships that we have with each other. Thank you very much.